crafty friends, I hope you're all well. My name is Toni and welcome to the How to Craft Network studio. In today's studio, I just wanted to take a little bit of time talking about our fabulous invisible ink paper pads. They are so unique, so different, and I truly believe you're going to be blown away with how they work and the results that come out of the end of it. So this is a 6x6 paper pad. Now you're thinking paper pad, lots of colours and things like that. And then when I turn it over, you see the beautiful designs on the back there. You have to add the colour, but I have left the skeleton feel of the image inside and I'll show you now. So inside you get 6 designs, 18 pages. They are of a 200 GSM uncoated cardstock. And when you look through, this is where the magic happens. Can you see these beautiful muted tones and designs? I'll just flick through. So we have some blossoms, we have some poppies, we have some beautiful wreaths on here. So these are sepia toned images where you just need to add the watercolour on top and the sepia tone pushes through the transparent watercolour and you get the most gorgeous looking cards. I cannot tell you, if you are wanting to do a little bit of mindful painting, be a bit more creative with a paintbrush and step away from the everyday norm, these are going to really aid you in doing that. So the guide is across the back on how you need to paint them. And I think that once you've painted them once, exactly the same as this, you will then continue on and progress into other colours and enjoy them. They are really, really unique. And the end results are really beautiful and nobody has to know that that guide underneath has been there as well. So let me show you how it works because it's better to show you than to just talk about it. So I have some watercolours and I have a brush and a little bit of water here. And I'm just going to show you on one of the designs. So I have removed one of the designs and I've chosen this one because it has the super large leaves and I want to show you how when you pop some green on top of this sort of sepia design here, how the image just comes through. You do not have to be an artist, you do not have to understand light and shade. The image underneath will just guide you and push through that transparent watercolouring, giving you a really beautiful masterpiece. So let's mix some of the lovely green. I'm just going to focus on the leaves in this tutorial, but I will show you some finished makes and end results to show you how, how and what you can achieve at the end. So let's just mix up some green here on my palette. So I'm not getting depth of colour, I'm not mixing 2 shades of green, I'm just literally mixing a lovely green on here. And what I'm going to do is we'll paint this leaf here, so let's move this over. Just twist my artwork slightly. And when the paint begins to dry, the sepia tone pushes through, giving you that light and shade that a lot of artists spends a lot of time on. So the guide underneath enables you to be really creative. As time progresses, if you want to add more depth, more dimension, you have the guide on the back of your paper pad. Just go back in and be creative. Having the brush in your hand, you're always going to be learning. The starting point is that beautiful image underneath, but you can continue and carry it forth onto some masterpieces. So let's get this green on here. So I'm just following that guide. I'm following the leaf design as it is in the book. I'm just laying that beautiful green on top of this leaf here. So no different shades. And then once that colour starts to fade away, the water starts to evaporate, the colour, sepia underneath, will shine through, giving us light and shade. It's drying now, I can see the colour coming through there. Looks really, really impressive. Let's move on to these 2 here. So again, the same green. And I'm just going to mix it up and pop it onto this leaf here. So I'm just following the guide from underneath and laying down that green. And because the leaf underneath has 2 tone, you can see instantly I have a light spot on my leaf there. Can we see that there? So it looks like I have done 2 shades of green when really I haven't. I've absolutely just laid 1 layer of colour on top of that leaf and I've already got a leaf with dimension. So let's move on to the other one. I just need to mix some more green here. So shall we do this one here with the turned up edge on it here? So I'm just going to take that green. I'm going to paint the whole leaf, okay? There we go. And you'll see we have a turned up leaf because of that tone underneath. Paint our greenery in here. And because this sort of design part of it here has got no tone in it, it just looks like a beautiful green stem. So you have instant light and shade with one lay down of colour. If you want to be more creative, as I've said, add the darker shade of green, add those highlights, go in and be more creative. But as an initial starter, just get that colour onto that sepia toned image on the back and you will be wowed with what you can actually achieve. Let me show you some finished makes. Absolutely. I've never seen anything like this before, and I think you as a crafter at home are going to feel like artists, and that makes me very happy. So let's just move that to one side and let's bring in some of the images that I've just overlaid those colours on. So this is just a slimline card. So this is the lovely design in one of the other paper pads as well. So you just lay that colour down, add some splats, add some dimension, add some sequins. And again, another one here. So I just followed the guide on the back of the book. Nobody has to know that we have used a paper pad. Let me show you this one here. This has been mounted onto a card. It just looks like a beautiful wet in wet technique where we've just added that colour into water and the image underneath has just dispersed. So here I did the wreath. And on this one, I wanted to just finish this design by adding one of the beautiful sentiments as well. So I'm just going to complete this design and show you from obviously start to finish, picking up that brush, adding that colour to the very last stage of adding your finished sentiment or your topper or your piece of artwork. And then we have enjoy your day, and I'm just going to stamp this straight in the centre in black. And then the only thing left to do then is add some sparkles. And there we have a beautiful, beautiful masterpiece. Let's just hold this one up. I'm so proud of the invisible paper pads because I know we are not born artists, and I know you are going to get so much enjoyment out of them and so much pleasure, because normally in an everyday card making we would not have the time to paint something as beautiful or probably have the experience to do so. So to be able to have this beautiful paper pad that starts out as maybe a sepia tone, you add in the colour, your matte and layers and your sentiment, and you have a masterpiece. Beautiful in design, 6 by 6, so you can chop them down, make them larger or make them smaller. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. We have lots of inspirational videos using the invisible paper pads. Check those out too, and check out all of the lovely videos with our other Stamps by Me products. Whatever you're doing, have a beautiful day, and I will see you all later. Take care everyone, bye.